Philip Rösler was born in 1973 in Con Hung, Soc Trung, Vietnam. From birth, he was abandoned and never knew his biological parents. As a child, he was taken in by a Catholic orphanage in Soc Trung, where Sister Anna Luchari cared for him along with many other abandoned children. At just 9 months old, a German couple traveled to Vietnam and adopted him, bringing him to Hamburg, Germany. His life took a dramatic turn from that moment. He was raised in a loving home with his adoptive parents and two adopted sisters. His adoptive father, a former German military officer, had been deeply impacted by the Vietnam War and decided to help by adopting a Vietnamese child. Despite never knowing his biological parents, Philip always felt fortunate to have been raised in a warm and caring family. However, his childhood was not without hardship. His adoptive parents divorced when he was just 4 years old. While his sisters stayed with their mother, Philip moved with his father to the city of Buscherheide, Germany. His father had a profound influence on him. One day when Philip was 6, his father stood with him in front of a mirror and said, "We may look different, but that doesn't matter. As long as you know that I am your father, that's all that counts." This moment deeply shaped Philip's outlook on family and belonging. From a young age, Philip Rösler was known for his intelligence and charisma. In school, he was elected class representative and later served as the school's student spokesperson. His leadership abilities were evident early on, as he often organized school activities and volunteered for various community projects. After graduating from high school in Hanover with top grades, he joined the German army in 1992, following in his father's footsteps. He quickly rose to the rank of sergeant before deciding to pursue a career in medicine. By 2002, at just 29 years old, he had earned his medical degree from Hanover Medical School and specialized in cardiothoracic surgery. However, despite his promising medical career, Rösler was drawn to politics. In 1992, at the age of 19, he joined the Free Democratic Party (FDP) and became active in its youth wing. His rise in politics was rapid. By 2009, he was appointed Germany's Minister of Health, becoming the youngest person ever to hold the position. Just 2 years later, in 2011, he became Deputy Prime Minister of Germany and Minister of Economy and Technology. He also made history as the first person of Vietnamese descent to hold such a high-ranking political role in Germany. During his tenure, Rösler was known for his progressive policies aimed at improving Germany's economic competitiveness. He advocated for tax cuts, innovation in technology, and a stronger European financial system. His leadership played a crucial role in shaping Germany's response to the global financial crisis of the early 2000s. He worked closely with European leaders to stabilize financial markets and promote economic growth. Many speculated that Rösler had the potential to become Germany's first Asian chancellor. However, in 2013, he chose to step away from politics, believing that politics had the power to change people, and he did not want to be changed by it. After leaving politics, Rösler became managing director of the World Economic Forum, WEF, in Geneva, Switzerland, until 2017. Later, he worked as an advisor for global businesses, including Vietnamese enterprises. His expertise in economic policy and leadership development made him a sought-after consultant in international markets. Despite leaving Vietnam as a baby, Rösler always felt a connection to his birthplace. In 2008, he married a German woman and had twin daughters. As he prepared to become a father, he realized he wanted to reconnect with his roots so that he could tell his children about the country where he was born. At the age of 33, he returned to Vietnam for the first time, searching for information about his past. Although he had no clear memories of his birthplace, he felt a deep sense of belonging. With his wife's help, he searched for Con Hung, the place where he had once lived but struggled to find it on modern maps. It wasn't until he visited Independence Palace in Ho Chi Minh City that he stumbled upon an old map with the name Con Hung marked on it. This discovery led him to reconnect with the Catholic organization that had cared for him as a baby. Reflecting on this moment, he said, "When I held that map, I felt warmth in my heart. These people once raised me, just as they raised 3,000 other orphans. They never asked who we would become in the future. They simply loved us as their own." Vietnam as a mission. After building a successful career in Germany and Switzerland, he wanted to give back to the country where he was born. He began working closely with Vietnamese startups, mentoring young entrepreneurs, and advocating for international investment in Vietnam's growing economy. He frequently engaged in talks with government officials and business leaders to strengthen economic ties between Vietnam and Europe. At his 50th birthday celebration in Germany, attended by political leaders and business elites, he used the occasion to raise funds for charity projects in Vietnam. Among his guests were Germany's finance minister Christian Lindner and former Austrian chancellor Sebastian Kurz, who supported his philanthropic efforts. The event successfully raised significant donations for education and healthcare initiatives in Vietnam. In 2019, Rösler took on an even bigger role in Vietnam, becoming chairman of the investment council at Vina Capital Ventures, a leading firm that invests in Vietnamese technology startups. He has since worked closely with young entrepreneurs, mentoring them and encouraging investment in Vietnam's economy. His influence has helped shape the startup ecosystem in Vietnam, providing guidance and resources to aspiring business leaders. In addition to his business and philanthropic efforts, Rösler has remained a strong advocate for cultural exchange between Vietnam and Germany. He frequently speaks at global forums about the importance of fostering international collaboration. His contributions have helped bridge the gap between Vietnam and the Western world, promoting a positive image of Vietnam on the global stage. Speaking about his journey, Rösler said, "I once believed my only home was Germany, but the more I learn about Vietnam, the more I realize that it is also a part of me. I have spent my life giving back to Germany through military service and government work. Now it is time for me to serve Vietnam." Through his work, he hopes to bring Vietnam closer to the global stage and inspire the next generation of Vietnamese leaders and innovators. He frequently speaks at international conferences about the potential of Vietnam's tech sector and the importance of fostering cross-border collaboration. From an abandoned orphan in Vietnam to Germany's youngest deputy prime minister, Philip Rösler's life is nothing short of extraordinary. His journey proves that fate can change with opportunity, and that success is not defined by where you start, but by what you choose to do with your life. His story serves as an inspiration to countless individuals striving to overcome adversity and achieve greatness. What do you think about Philip Rösler's incredible story? Let us know in the comments. Like this story. Subscribe for more inspiring biographies and historical insights.